Ready. Black 25.
Check. Watch 54.
Let's convert.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All day, defense, all day.
From the gun, Winston. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. To me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Ready.
The 3rd year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Austin. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On second down, Williams. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They begin the drive with Williams. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on second down. Winston, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Perry comes flying in for the sack.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Stay with your man. Hey, let's go.
3rd and long for Winston. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about convert.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. In on the stop, the safety Troy Apke. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
54. Mike, 54. Don't get nervous. Flip it, flip it, flip it. Let's go.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for J.D. McKissick. A.J. Boyer on the coverage.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The defense pushing the run game back on the first play of the third quarter.
But I don't think that means abandoning the run totally. Sometimes you just have to focus on execution, right? They always talk about players, not plays. Well, tell your players to block a little bit better, and maybe the ground game can get going.
Let's bring it. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Being chased out left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now Austin.
Come on, let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Ready? Select.
46-yard
Wait,
line.
Timothy.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ready?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw, Winston. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Jameis now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again with Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Muhammad Wilkerson able to record his 5th sack of the season. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Throwing is Jackson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
Williams. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 1st down throw for Winston. This is caught by Williams. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Winston. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Jamal Williams. And it's 3rd down. Now, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Winston. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, it's Winston. Completes it to Lee. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jameis again. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
22 yards there, a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
On 2nd and 9, Winston, he'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Saints on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Green, triple C. Mike 22, Mike 22. Oh. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They come out here in the eye. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Gold to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Buccaneers 48, Saints 17. Robbie Joel set to kickoff.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Bucs, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100